Earlier in chapter 13, verse 9, Isaiah said, "The day of the Lord cometh, cruel both with wrath and fierce anger, to lay the land desolate, and he shall destroy the sinners thereof out of it." And that sets the stage for what happens in the next verse. "For the stars of heaven and the constellations thereof shall not give their light. The sun shall be darkened in his going forth, and the moon shall not cause her light to shine." The heavens not giving their light is both spiritual and temporal. During this day of vengeance, the Lord's light, meaning truth and revelation, will cease among the wicked. They'll be on their own. Second, as warfare among the nations reaches catastrophic levels, the atmosphere itself will be darkened with dust and fallout. Isaiah said, "One looks into the land, and behold darkness and sorrow, and the light is darkened in the heavens thereof." And later, he says that the Lord clothes the heavens with blackness and makes sackcloth their covering. One might even envision a nuclear winter. As Gileadi's translation puts it, "Wickedness shall be set ablaze like a fire. It shall ignite the jungle forests, and they shall billow upward in mushrooming clouds of smoke." Throughout this destruction, there shall be a depressing scene of anguish and gloom, and thus are they banished into outer darkness. Spiritually and temporally, the earth is darkened. And all this is happening because mankind wallows in greater wickedness than ever before. The Lord says, "And I will punish the world for evil, and the wicked for their iniquity. I will cause the arrogancy of the proud to cease, and will lay down the haughtiness of the terrible." As a result, the Lord will literally allow the wicked to depopulate much of the earth. And now, as the Lord says, "I will make a man more precious or rare than fine gold, even a man than the golden wedge of Ophir." In Isaiah's day, gold was sometimes sold in small wedges, and the gold from Ophir, probably in ancient India, seems to have been the purest gold of all. So, with the wicked dying, many of the survivors will be the pure and righteous in Zion. Thus, on earth, a man will become both more precious and more rare than fine gold. Then something extraordinary suddenly happens. The earth will be moved out of its orbit around the sun. The Lord says, "Therefore I will shake the heavens, and the earth shall remove out of her place." And he says something like this again later. "Lift up your eyes to the heavens, and look upon the earth beneath, for the heavens shall vanish away." During this time, the earth will be plunged into deep darkness. We don't know how long this darkness will last, but after the earth has flown through the heavens at impossible speeds, it'll take up residence in a new location, circling a sun that will be much brighter than our own. The Lord says, "For behold, I create new heavens and a new earth, and the former shall not be remembered. Moreover, the light of the moon shall be as the light of the sun, and the light of the sun shall be sevenfold as the light of 7 days." Brigham Young once spoke of this moment. He said that the earth originally came from near to the throne of our Father in heaven, and that it will return again unto the presence of the Father. So, in these 4 short verses, we've learned that the earth will be darkened, both spiritually and physically, that rampant violence will depopulate much of the earth, and that the earth itself will be taken to a new location in the heavens. And all of this occurs late in the timeline that Isaiah gives us for the last days. Next time, we'll get a more vivid view of these days, of the day of vengeance of our God. I'm Curtis Taylor with the Words of Isaiah.